want to actually show some internal tools that we're using in the management side. And it's really a way for me to also just be in gratitude. You've been on the journey for doing timesheets. We slowly moved into the world of connecting all of our PTMs into the timesheets. And what we're doing is building management practices behind the scenes because we have all of that, but we couldn't do some of the things that we've been wanting to do without everybody kind of working together. So we really are at a great place because we have those practices in the firm. That took a while for us to get there. The first thing I want to show you is this mechanism here, which is a basically query renderer. And I want to show you just quickly some of the things that we're doing because what we're trying to do is be more predictable to our clients. And so when we're doing our work, yes, all of our work is time and materials, but when we specify that we're going to try and manage to a budget, we need some controls around how we do that. So some of the things I'm just going to just briefly show you is just some of the work that the team has done, the managers and all of us have done to do this. Essentially, not every client needs an estimate or we need to manage to the budget, but the ones that say they do, we say, okay, we've created an estimate for you. Let us try and manage against that. So for example, one of the things I just want to show over here is, let me go for a simple one right here. We're in the process of doing a Shopify integration. Now, we actually have a budget of $60,000. There's actually two PTMs. If I click that, it'll open up. You'll see the PTMs that are behind that. And this is the Shopify integration project. And in essence here, what we can see is that we got the budget right here. We've already billed this much. Now, what we haven't done on this one, that's the one I just picked, we haven't necessarily laid out all the PTMs to give the estimated effort to basically say how much more work in PTM. So basically it looks like we're under budget, you could say, for 58K. It means that we got to do more work, but I can quickly see that we haven't set up all the structures because we're just getting started on the project. But if I take this other one over here, right here, I can see 13,800 was the budget. We've actually billed over and we have two more PTMs, which are estimated of 3 more hours of work. Thus, we think the total is going to be 17,000 and we're over. So in essence, I'm looking for negative numbers. And what we do is we're trying to create predictability so that when we speak with the client, we can say we can anticipate that we're going off course and so forth. So this is one of the views that we can see. Just know, like we're managers, we're really caring about this. And all of this is possible because of the practices we put in place with you connecting up the PTMs to your timesheets, also with the estimated work that you're doing in PTM planners with the amount of time that you're saying, it's helping us make better assessments. And we're able to steer better. And as we're able to steer better, we're more powerful to our clients. This is one tool that we have. The other tool I want to show over here is an ECF tool. So this is a project dashboard. It's really our first rev, but it gives you a feel for this. And what we want to be able to do is report to our clients, how are we doing when we meet with them on a regular basis? So we can take a client over here. Again, this is ECF technology. And in essence, we can look at all the different task things that we're working on. I'm going to just choose one here. Notice it has a date, but I'm going to go and look at some things down here. I'm just going to look at one of them here. And you can start to see something here, which is here is the hours per week that we've worked, cumulative, and where we are on the timeline. So you can see here, I can start to show a timeline of how we're burning hours week by week. Another way we can look at it is this way here. I can already see just from the chart where we're having some trouble because one of the things that we can see is that we have an estimate here, straight line estimate. We have a contingency factor there. And what we want is as over time, we want this line to be ideally under this or in between here, When it's over like this, we can tell, oh, we're already burning faster than we anticipated. We can use these as conversation pieces with our client to assess how we're doing on progress, tell stories, and manage the client. This is how we help build confidence that we're trying to stay under control. It's not like this one looks like it's under control. There's a story behind this, whatever that may be, right? It is under control because there's a story there. If we had nothing, then you don't look like you're under control, okay? Then I wanted to just show over here, we have some other tools. And again, it's just the power of this ECF tools and the things that we can do. We can play around with these pivots. And we can basically go, look, I'd like to sort this thing. It's this one PTM over here. I got 12 hours and it's nice and handy. And again, these things become something that becomes a conversation with our clients when we meet with them on a regular basis. So your assessments on what you're doing every week, looking at your PTMs, making new assessments around the amount of energy it takes. Well, this week, how many more hours is it going to take? What's the timing of that? Makes a big difference in our ability to understand and steer. That's going to grow the trust with clients. That's all the things that we have to do to demonstrate we are a world-class organization. So thank you. Thank you. And again, look what these tools can do. It's pretty awesome when we allow ourselves some freedom to get outside of the NetSuite UI. We can go all kinds of places. And that's a key message to the clients as well. Of course, stay in the NetSuite UI when it's very fast to do some things. But hey, you want to get outside the NetSuite UI? Well, we absolutely can get outside the NetSuite UI, and we can do all kinds of things as well. Very, very powerful.
We hope you found these insights helpful. If you're ready to get more out of your NetSuite investment and unlock untapped potential in your business, start your journey with Prolecto. Contact us today.